if you can step out of your shoes and into the shoes that you are talking of the person that you are talking to, you're more likely to get somewhere. Yes, Kevin, share an example.
Yay. So, I don't know how many of you know who Jim Sporliter is. He was at a school in Walla Walla, Washington, and it's kind of where this whole ACEs thing started. He was administrator there. It was a really tough, challenging school from a discipline point of view. He's got a young man in his office, and the kid brought a lighter to class, and he's lighting it in class. And the teacher said, "Give me the lighter," and the kid said, "F you." And
Ooh,
so that's a go to the office situation there. So we go straight to the office where Jim is sitting. And Jim was retired like a week ago, but somehow got pulled back into this because he was needed. So Jim didn't have any words yet. You know how you're talking about rapport and these things you can do. He didn't have any words. He was like flummoxed, if you will. So the kid's in front of him, and he said, "Hey, why don't you just give me the lighter? It didn't have to be a big deal." And the kid said, "F you, Sporliter," to the principal. Now to the principal. So that's right. That should be out of school suspension, right? The kid needs more time at home. But Jim did a weird thing. Jim didn't have any words, so we didn't do anything. He just sat there and said nothing and just sat with him in rapport that was more unspoken. Nearly 30 minutes elapsed. The kid finally broke. And he said, "Mr. Sporliter, yesterday when I went home from school, my mom had moved without me, and all she left was this lighter." And suddenly, you know. So I tell teachers if they don't want to be bad, there's something going on. And sometimes if you just are patient enough to wait, you might not have the words, and maybe it's okay to be weird about that. You know what I mean? Jane, you have such good words, and you're so clever, and but I think Jim is more shy. He's like, and he didn't know what to do. And he turns out to be a hero. And he tells the faculty, "Let's find a way to love this kid." But it started with that wait time. So rapport is sometimes something you don't use words for. I'll stop talking.